When I started thinking about doing this video series, I put a message out on Instagram. Please feel free to follow me. Link is here. As what tips could I give you? What would people want to know? Because essentially I thought about 20 videos that I wanted to be able to share with people to be able to help improve their photography, help their videography. But I said, what would you want to know? And one of the questions that I got back a lot was, what's the easiest way for me to improve my own photographs? And that's an incredibly complex subject, but there is one really simple thing, which is look at your own photographs. Look at the photographs that you're taking critically. People tend to immediately gravitate towards the photographs that are spectacular. I know that that's the first thing I do when I go through any photos that I've taken on any day, is I look at what are the great pictures, what are the ones that really jump out at me straight away. And the problem is it's very easy to do that and ignore everything else. But it's fantastic to actually look at the photographs that you're less impressed with and work out why, because there was a reason you took that picture. There was a reason that you thought, this is something that I want to record, this is a moment, this is an experience, a view that I want to capture. So you took that picture for a reason. Why isn't that picture jumping out at you? Why isn't that photograph really sort of in that top pick that you've got? So go through your photographs that you've taken and look at the ones that I often think of as the meh photos that you just look at and go, yes, all right, and work out what you could do to improve it. This is something that is incredibly useful and will really help you improve your photographs. So look at the photograph and work out, is it to do with the composition? Is it to do with where you took the photo from? Is it to do with the subject? Is it to do with the lighting? Is it to do with the camera settings? Sometimes it can be something as simple as, when you were there the lighting seemed absolutely amazing, you then get it back, and raw files often don't look amazing. They often don't look as good as they could. So in a lot of cases, with a little bit of playing with a picture in Photoshop or Lightroom, you can improve a picture dramatically. You can get it to the lighting, you get it to the colours, you can get it to saturation, get it to the warmth that you felt when you took that picture. So don't always write off pictures that don't look perfect when you see them. Have a play with them in Photoshop. Then have a look at them and see whether it could be with the composition. Do you need to move the camera down more? Do you need to move the camera to the left or the right? Do you need to get closer to the subject? There is a great saying, who at the moment I cannot remember who said it, but if your photograph isn't good enough, it's because you weren't close enough to your subject. Get closer. That doesn't necessarily mean physically get closer. Sometimes it can mean zooming in more. Sometimes it can mean isolating the subject more by using things like depth of field and the aperture to be able to isolate that subject and bring it out and bring more detail to that particular part of the photograph. Is it to do with your technique? Is the camera slightly shaky? So look at it and think, was I absolutely sharp? Did I think about my shutter speed? Did I think about maybe could I have used a tripod next time? And then sometimes it will be none of these. Sometimes just you won't be entirely happy with the photograph. I have never taken a photograph of a swan that I've been entirely happy with, and it's only this year that I've taken my first few pictures of bluebells that I've been genuinely happy with. And I've been taking pictures of these things for years. Obviously not, like, I don't follow swans regularly and just take pictures of them, but whenever I'm out and I see a swan, I think I really want to get that great swan photograph, and for some reason I'm just never completely happy with them. But it pushes me to want to do better each time, and I try slightly different things each time. So these are just a few tips on how to critique your own photographs, and look at other people's work as well. Instagram is a fantastic tool for looking up pictures of any given subject. If you've taken a picture of a swan that you don't like, go and have a look on Instagram, see what Instagram is doing for pictures of swans, and maybe get some idea of how you want to change it next time. Or maybe it's just a subject that is really, really difficult to take good pictures of. So get inspiration from others and just keep trying, keep going. If you go to somewhere, the difficulty is obviously if you go on an amazing once-in-a-lifetime holiday and you take pictures and you're not happy with them, it's difficult to go back and take more pictures, which is why it's useful to critique your photographs on the road. Look at your photos straight away and see, is there anything I could do to be able to improve that? But keep looking at your photographs and keep looking at ones that aren't necessarily the best photographs every single time, and see if there's anything you can do to improve them. I hope this has been helpful. As I've said before in this series, this is part of an ongoing series, so if you like and subscribe, it will really help this series keep growing. Thank you very much.